mining Reddit is one of our favorite techniques at GetUplift, which is the conversion optimization agency that I run, to help us uncover motivations, emotional triggers, why people buy, why they don't buy from our clients, what's stopping them, what hesitations they have, what concerns they have. Reddit is one of the ways that we kind of become the fly on the wall and find those authentic conversations. You can also do this on Quora, in Facebook groups, anywhere where your audience is having conversations about your product, about your industry, about the pains that they're experiencing. That's where you want to be a fly in the wall. So to get started easily, all you have to do is go into Google and type in one of the most used keywords that the search terms that people use to find you. You could use competitor versus your own brand. You could use just your own brand name. You can use a term that people usually use to land on your blog or on your homepage and put that into Google. Okay, so to get started, I went into Google and I wrote UPenn versus Cornell, just as an example. If you start scrolling and you don't immediately see Reddit conversations, one thing you can do is just add Reddit, and it will show you all of the different conversations that are happening. One thing that you'll notice is that there are a ton of conversations. For example, am I making the wrong decision on choosing Cornell? I'm just going to open that up. And you'll see there are 20 different comments in here and a long conversation going on about, hey, is this person actually making a mistake? You can also see, help me decide, Columbia versus Cornell versus UPenn, which is better? And you can see there's just a lot of conversations in here. Now, Reddit has done a really good job to position itself and brand itself as the place where authentic conversations are happening. This means that your audience is having these conversations in here. They're not going to your website to decide on whether they're going to buy your product or not. Once they have done the quick check of, okay, pricing makes sense, they have the features that I need, they do all the stuff that I'm looking for, then they'll go look for social proof and for authentic conversations and figure out if this is the right thing to do or not. After you have found these conversations, what I want you to do is simply start reading through the entire conversation and then opening a Google Doc and writing down, what are people mostly talking about? Is the sentiment negative or is it positive? Is your brand even mentioned? How are people talking about you? Then you need to write down what are the 3 questions that people have about your industry, about your product, about your solution. You can also identify their concerns. What are the top hesitations that people have that they mention in this conversation? What are the complaints that they have about your industry? What are the praises that they're giving your competitors or other solutions out there? By the way, as a reminder, your competitor could also be doing nothing or using a spreadsheet or hiring a VA. So the most important thing is to write down those top 3 questions that people have about your industry, your solution, your product, and then I want you to look at your website and ask yourself if you're answering those. If that content is on your landing pages, if it's on your homepage, if it's being answered in your emails, in your ads, in your blog posts, are you addressing these concerns, these hesitations? Are you actually helping people make a better decision? The best thing about looking at Reddit conversations is that it gives you an understanding of what's missing on your pages. How do people make a decision on whether they're going to study with you or someone else? If you're not sure how to use these insights, here are a few ways that we do so at GetUplift. So the first thing we do is we use these insights to help get buy-in from our clients. So if we have ideas and we want to try and test out new messaging ideas, or we want to optimize a landing page in a certain way, we will present our findings to our clients and show them what people are saying, what they're concerned about, what questions need answered. And that just gets everyone on the same page. The other thing that we do is we create a list of content themes and questions that need answered on the blog. So our client can now go ahead and start creating blog posts and articles that actually answer questions that prospects have. In addition, we flag different conversations where our client should be involved, should be answering, and should be helping people inside Reddit. The other thing that we do is we take all these insights from Reddit and we add them into the additional insights that we have from our surveys, interviews, social listening, review mining, from our competitor analysis. This helps us further understand where the opportunities lie. If we're able to look at our competitors' websites, if we're able to see all the conversations that are happening, if we interviewed our clients' customers and we did surveys on their website and to their customers, we'll start to see these gaps. We'll start to see different opportunities where our client can come in and optimize copy, start using actual words that people use on Reddit or in other conversations. We can start optimizing all of the website and the whole customer experience using these insights alongside all the rest of our research. So I highly recommend that you get started with mining Reddit or Quora conversations today.